London was once a simple riverside city, but today it is counted among the most powerful financial and global cities in the world. How did the once imperial port become one of the world's largest financial hubs today, with billions of dollars in transactions taking place every day? And how did this city, nestled on the banks of the River Thames, gradually become a symbol of global trade, culture, and power? So let's start this historic, powerful, and influential journey to London and know how it became one of the most important cities in the world. Chapter 1: Roman Roots and Medieval Commerce. London had its beginnings in ancient Roman times. In about 50 AD, the Romans built a city called Londinium. Over time, its rivers, ports, and trade routes make it an important trading hub. Between the 16th and 18th centuries, London's population grew exponentially. Around 1520, there were about 50,000 people living here, but by the end of the 18th century, this number had reached about 1 million. Between 1650s and 1750s, thousands of people came here from other areas every year. These included artisans, merchants, and moneylenders who formed trading guilds and institutions. It was during this time that London's historic financial sector developed the City of London, which also has its own municipal corporation and mayor. These early trading activities later became the foundation for transforming London into the world's largest financial centre. Chapter 2: The Bank of England and the Initial Lenders. 1694 was a very important year in London's financial development. In the same year, the Bank of England was established. At that time, Britain needed a large amount of money for the war against France, so this bank was created for the purpose of raising money for the government. Initially, it was a private joint stock company, which took over the government's debt and also obtained the right to issue banknotes. During this period, the coffee houses of London also became centres of financial activity. The merchants and brokers who met at Jonathan's Coffee House went on to lay the foundation for the London Stock Exchange. At the same time, Edward Lloyd's Coffee House used to meet insurance businessmen associated with the maritime trade, which later started the famous insurance market named Lloyd's of London. These new financial institutions and ideas made London a major centre of the stock market, debt, and insurance business. Chapter 3: Empire and Financial Expansion. In the 18th century, when the British Empire was expanding rapidly, London became the economic centre of that entire empire. The British colonies and trading activities spread around the world required large amounts of capital, and this capital was made available from the banks of London. At the same time, the Bank of England's policies were also focused on keeping London an international financial centre. In this way, most of the trade and financial transactions associated with the English Commonwealth and the colonies took place through London, making the city the main financial centre of the entire empire. Chapter 4: Victorian Flourishing and the Gold Standard. In the 19th century, London made tremendous progress in the economic and financial fields. During the Industrial Revolution, capital was needed for large industries and projects, and the role of the City of London in raising this capital became very important. At the same time, the Bank of England became the major centre of financial transactions for many countries of the world. In 1873, the famous economist Walter Bagehot wrote that London is now the largest settlement centre of transactions in Europe. At that time, the gold standard was in force in the world, under which international trade and payments were based on gold. In this arrangement, more than half of global payments were through London. Whenever a country traded in gold, it was often settled in London. This streamlined system made London the most powerful centre of global finance. Chapter 5: War and Power Shifts. Until the early 20th century, London was considered the largest financial capital in the world, but circumstances began to change after the First World War. The spending of the war and global economic changes weakened London's strength somewhat, while New York City rapidly began to emerge as a new financial center. In the 1910s to 1920s, the New York Stock Exchange outperformed the London markets in many respects. After World War II, Wall Street became the world's leading financial center. However, in the 1950s, a new financial market emerged called the euro-dollar market. It traded US dollars deposited in foreign banks, and London became its main center. Because of this, London again got a strong place in global finance. In this way, even though New York became very powerful, London also maintained its important role in the financial system of the Western world for decades. Chapter 6: Post-War British Finance. After World War II, the British government nationalised many large industries, but despite this, London's financial strength remained intact. In 1946, the Bank of England was also nationalised, that is, it came under the control of the government. Yet the bank's policies often remained favourable to London's financial sector. During this time, the Bank of England and large private banks were engaged in facilitating international trade and financial deals. At the same time, London-based banks also strengthened their global networks and opened branches in places like Hong Kong, Singapore, Kenya, and Canada. These overseas branches helped spread British trade and investment around the world. Overall, London maintained its position as a global financial centre by remaining somewhat isolated from the rest of the country's economic sectors. Chapter 7. Regulation and the Big Bang Revolution. In the 1970s and 1980s, London underwent major changes to its financial markets, making it one of the world's major financial centres again. In 1979, the government removed many controls on the foreign exchange market, which led to increased international trade and investment. After this, in 1986, a major economic reform was implemented, which is called Big Bang Financial Reforms. Under this reform, fixed commission rates of stockbrokers were abolished, foreign companies were allowed to participate directly in the London Stock Exchange, and trading was modernised through computers. These changes led to rapid growth in the market, from around £500 million in daily trading on the London Stock Exchange in 1986 to over £2 billion by 1995. At this time, many British banks and brokerage companies were bought by foreign investors. Overall, this Big Bang reform completely changed London's financial climate and made it more powerful in international financial markets. Chapter 8. Global Finance Centres and Competition. After the reforms of 1986, London became one of the largest financial centres in the world. In the 1990s and 2000s, a huge market for derivatives trading, currency trading, and international investment developed here. Many of the world's largest banks, insurance companies, and fund management companies run their head offices or large centres in London. Lloyd's of London is one of the world's most famous insurance markets, and London has also become an important centre for forex trading and Islamic finance. Although new financial centres such as Hong Kong, Singapore, and Dubai have also emerged rapidly, London remains strong due to its historic institutions, strong and flexible legal framework, and favourable timelines between Asia and the Americas. In addition, the widespread use of the English language also attracts foreign investors and companies to work here. Chapter 9. Brexit and Contemporary Challenges. London has faced a number of new challenges in recent years, the biggest of which was Brexit. When the United Kingdom decided to withdraw from the European Union, this led to a period of uncertainty in the financial markets. Many European banks and financial institutions moved some of their offices to cities such as Frankfurt, Dublin, and Paris, preparing for the future. According to the consultancy company EY, around £800 billion worth of assets moved out of the British banking system due to the fear of Brexit. Despite this, even in 2025, London remained in second place among global financial centres. Its high salaries, experienced specialists, and strong legal system have maintained its status. Today, however, London has to be cautious about new technological and financial challenges such as cybersecurity, regulation of cryptocurrencies, and local economic problems. Chapter 10. Fintech, Green Finance, and the Future. In the 21st century, London has not limited itself to just traditional banking, but has also moved rapidly in new technologies and financial areas. Today, London is considered one of the world's leading fintech hubs, with constant investments in technologies such as cryptocurrencies, blockchain, and digital banking. Along with this, London has also become a leader in the field of green finance. Financial institutions here are promoting green bonds, sustainable investment funds, and eco-friendly banking products to fund clean energy and environmental projects. In this way, London has prepared itself for the future by keeping pace with new technology and green energy. History also shows that London has adapted to changing economic conditions at every moment, whether it is the establishment of the Bank of England or major reforms like the Big Bang financial reforms. For this reason, it is believed that in the coming years, London will remain among the world's leading banking and financial centres on the strength of innovation and global connectivity. If you enjoyed this enlightening journey, don't forget to like and subscribe to the video.